Woohoo! Welcome back. All right, third episode. We're gonna go to the Kruezbasar. Kruezbasar. Let's just go with Kruezbasar. Um, Names are always gonna be the worst in this, and I'm really sorry for butchering some of these. But let's get into it. Home to nearly 500,000 people, and until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that the locals call the Kruezbasar, a safe port in the eye of a storm. Ride back to the Kruezbasar is quiet, no one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon signs play across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garnished colors. Off to our safe house. Let's get inside. I'm assuming just down the hall. Destroy all humans. Climb on up. And Paul Amsel here. Let's talk to him. Gonna meet some peoples. Step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? Faces forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, the light glinting off steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord, part dealmaker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the stress. Alright. I had a feeling. How did she? His face has gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Something the vault security got her when she jacked in. It was over in an instant. The run was a setup. 1 minute she was cracking the safe. Next she was on the ground. Yeah, that's something in the system. I've seen Monica hit black IC before. This was something worse. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. And this idiot stood by and let it happen. Let it happen. She jacked in. She screamed. She seized. By the time we saw it, I honestly just don't want to pick a fight with the current team members, even if they're being assholes. Yeah, because of you, never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and microtremors are good indicators of a Decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those. No. If you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Eager. We were all on the lookout for physical security, Orcish slave included. Throwing him under the bus isn't gonna help anything. Under a bus is exactly where he belongs. Eager turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but she stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough, and you're gonna get burned. If you'd been paying more attention, you have figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Eager. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Enough. How many seconds have passed between Monica's first convulsions and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Look, this won't... You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your... That is enough. Eager. You and Orcish Slave can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there. Something that we're not supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're still all in danger. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we're dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important. State was in front. Everything went to hell. We were confronted. Monica lived long enough to say a name. Feuerschwinge. Sorry. She fought hard to toss. Yeah, that's probably going to be a big one. The Fire Wing. This is unsuspected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. The Fire Wing. The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. You are far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Feuerschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. This is, despite having a German background, I also am the worst at pronouncing anything in German or speaking German, so I'm sorry for butchering this again. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Feuerschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation, and no end in sight. Oh, we're gonna have to kill a dragon by the end of this. I mean, I'm kind of into that, but also kind of terrified. It was a horror that you can't begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine what a rampaging dragon would do, or would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Fire Wing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe. I almost wanted to say Luftwaffe. Of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the SOX, or SOX. This event was called the Dragonfall. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. That's the name of the game. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised I've never heard of it. Those early years of the awakening were traumatic, eager, not only on a national level, but on a global scale. The new species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world. A new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. Ooh, so in 2 years we're going to have trolls and orcs. You heard it first, right here. In light of such turmoil, is there any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Fire Wing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Rubs his temples. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Feuerschwinge is a bit of historical trivia, and nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breaths trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Any ideas as to why? No. It doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Feuerschwinge has been dead and gone for 42 years. How does nobody remember this then? Like, does time pass super, like, differently? But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. So I say, does anybody remember? I mean, clearly someone remembers, but, like, nobody's old enough to have heard this story ever. He visibly struggles to calm himself. He takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. I will look into this, and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? Everything orc and military grade armor. He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features? Who's an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he'd had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. Ooh, okay. And tell him that yeah, that much is clear. Wasn't minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build, and time. There was more to it than what we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? That's all we got. It's not much to go off of. It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. Who... Yeah, technically. I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did. Ugh. I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a predominant activist in the Florida state, political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause. Anything for the Flux state. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. We need to track down her client. Yeah. Most definitely. It's clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably gonna rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. So we need information, and we need it fast. There is a man here in the Kruezbasar. A Turk named Atug. Altug? Atug. Altug. That's fine, whatever. I'm gonna butcher every damn name. He owns a little soy calf shop just down the way called the whatever, cafe. This man is also a proprietor of information. I have done business with him from time to time. Do you think he would know something about Green Winters? When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted him. One of his people had been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. Alright. Yeah, let's go figure out everything. We'll do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already. Sparse, though it may be. So we've got a little bit of karma. There's the poppers. Oh, Dante, the poppers. Let's go talk to the puppies. As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Ah, shit, Dante. Don't worry, boy. We'll look after you. He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl. Wouldn't stop. Kept. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Oh, poppers. Look at the puppies. Grab Monica's bag of soy jerky treats off the table and give him one. Yeah, let's give him some treats. But it's clear he has no appetite for it. Oh. Guess he's growing on me. Alright. Return to the safe house when you're finished with them. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters, and we get to the bottom of this. And for now, I'll take a moment for Monica. Is there anything around here? Let's just finish talking to people in here. Turns his head as you approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars. Despite all of this, there's still an aura of power that surrounds the man. He raised his bottle, offering it to you. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got a fallen comrade to drink to. To Monica. Prost. You swallow a swig, they return the bottle. Let me ask you a question. What made you choose to come to Berlin? I've had my reasons. Why do you want to know? Monica told me that you moved here from Rheinru Megaplex. You made it sound like you've been there for a good many years. Successful years at that. Ooh, we get a little bit of adding to our own backstory here. Run went bad, team paid the price, had to drop out of sight. You know what? Time for a change. I came back for Monica. Oh, but you know what? Special need to be a part of it. Alright, can't fault you there, chummer. I'd have to turn in my punk credentials if I did. Berlin is special. What we've got going on here is the F state. This is anarchy done right. Oh, Flux state. Duh, not Florida state. Sorry. The other one took place in California. It's in the States either way. So you've heard the siren song of our fair city, felt it in your bones, yeah? And you just had to take part in it all. So you packed your bags, made your way here, never to return. Sound right so far? More or less, wasn't left for me. Monica made me a hell of an offer. Alright. All comes back to our girl, doesn't it? What do you want to know? Monica was my friend. I cared about her. I don't know. I guess I just want to get to know her better. There were some areas of her life that have always been a mystery. If you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. Yep. So, what was the deal between the two of you? Don't leave me in suspense. Let's just say we're, very close. Figured as much. Not from anything you or Monica said. I just had a suspicion that we were doing the dirty, apparently. She likes the big trolls. Anyway, good on you both. She was a wonderful woman, and I hope that your time together was happy. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. The bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you were here with us. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl. Let's go see what cranky bitches. So let's go look at our equipment and stash. Do we have anything else here? Nope. Okay. We used a ton of resources for that, though, which sort of sucks. Anybody back here? Probably not. Nope. Let's talk to Eager. Stairs, are you something I can do for you, fearless leader? We need to talk about Monica. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this. One of these days, we're gonna hash this out, and you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends, but it won't be today. Alright, give me your space. Go quickly talk to Glory. Glory is beautiful in a waifish sort of way, or waifish. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy. But there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. I mean, yeah. What's more unsettling is her chrome. Gloria is rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware. From head to toe, she looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon, but Gloria's cyberware is first generation. All of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. Okay. How you holding up? Don't worry about me. I'm solid. You sure? You look a million miles away. I'll be with you when it counts. Right now, it doesn't. Find our missing client. Extract some answers. Beyond that, find another Decker. Monica won't be easy to replace. Best start looking now. Personal. Sure, I understand. If you ever want to run with me, you'll answer my... No. Yeah, let's be nice. If she's got secrets. Let's head up to this room. Anything back here that we need? Oh, just the streets. Oh, we got the puppers coming with us. Let's head off the streets. Always just people to talk to. Dwarvish tech vendor smiles at you with practice ease, her almond eyes twinkling with the glare from a dozen trid screens. She speaks in a clipped, heavily accented German. Welcome to Data Haven. Can I help you with anything? Or with something? I need some tech. Ooh. What kind of tech does she carry? Anything and everything. Need your deck? Software? I'm your girl. Maybe your rigger? Nope. But let's see what she's got. Yeah, no. We're not getting anything out of this. We don't need any of those. But it's good to know that they exist. That's where we need to go. So let's run up here first. We'll see if... Apparently there's vendors here, so let's get some goodies. Before you stand a troll... He's a mass, barely held upright by two vintage prosthetic legs, along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating. I know you. If you know Monica. Sure, I know Monica. You one of hers then? I'm Orcish Slave. Good to meet you. Name's Alexi Lane. What's your place in there? No place, just an old relic rusting away. Something you should know about Monica. How'd you know? Written all over your face. Had a feeling. Besides, Monica always comes around after the run to check on everybody. She's long overdue, and now here you are in her place. So she's either severely wounded or outright dead. I'm afraid she's gone. Servos and his prosthetics complain as he lets loose a heavy sigh. Now that's a shame. She was a hell of a runner, that one. And a good friend. Alright, time to leave her be. Or leave him be. U-Bahn platform down there. Okay. Oh, is that Samuel from the first game? No, maybe. Where's Sphere Expression? Guten Tag, brother troll. Something I can help you with? Give me the specifics of his charity. He clears his throat, begins to count off his fingers. In the past several years, I've established a shelter where the dispossessed can sleep, a soup kitchen to feed the hungry, and a library for the people of the Kruezbasar. Oh, that's what he said. Because I missed the little pop-up. Isn't much to admit, but it's a start. A good start, Samuel. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. There are limits to what one man, even a determined man, can accomplish. This is true. Nods at the orc at his side. Thankfully, some of the residents that I've helped over the years have come back around to help me. Got 15 assorted orcs and trolls from all around the Kruezbasar working with me now. They help me man the soup line, stock the library shelves, and do all of the hundreds of other little things that a community organization needs done every day. These extraordinary individuals are living proof that what we do here has value. They are my inspiration to continue forward. Beams of compliments. Do you have any more questions? 15 assorted orcs and trolls that mean other races aren't welcome? I'm taking a rather narrow view of what we do. Yes, it is true that my assistants are all members of the goblinoid race. It is also true that they've accepted my help, or before they accepted my help, they were thieves, gangsters, and deadbeats. Not because they were bad people. This is because those of us with goblinoid traits are feared, mistreated, and denied gainful employment by a society that hates us. I hire only goblinoids because mainstream human society has created a need for me to hire only goblinoids. All that being said, our services are available to all. We wouldn't turn a desperate person away, regardless of the person's metatype. Even humans, the most privileged of all races, are welcome at our door. Isn't that what's most important? I kind of want to do one of the race ones. I agree, giving our people a sense of pride is important. I'm with you. If there's anything, or if there are more places out there that did what you're doing, I'm good with that. Gratifying to hear you say it. I'm glad to have you on our side. Yeah, no questions. I don't really want to deal with them for now. Let's run around this side, see if there's anything down here. What's he got? Anything good? A Romani patriarch is an impressive figure. His voice is deep and resonant. The breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Here to conduct business. Oh, he's got guns. Let's see what he's got. So, we can get a little bit of extra health, which is not terrible. Does he have... No? Okay. So guns are good. Guns would be nice. Too bad we are... Ooh. There are sniper rifles. We don't actually need any of those. But... Ooh, spiked fist. That might actually come in handy. Let's grab that. I'm super down with that. So that should add 1 extra damage. With the damage of your strength +1. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Let's confirm that. I don't think there would be any cyber. Although if there's some magic or chi, we can see... Actually, if there's some magic, we could probably pick up healing. I might be interested. Well, then I might be able to help you. What have you got? Ugh. This guy just wants to talk. Just show me your shit. Show me your goods. Oh, he definitely just has... There's nothing else there? You said you have magic. Street mage? No. Do I look like a street mage? Yeah, no. Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. I don't want his drugs. In other words, his consumables. It's not a thing that I need. What's Simi doing over here? Mother Superior, she says there's 7 for me to care for. I need to see to them. Sorry about that. She's there when I close my eyes, and I'm Maria. She says I'm governess to the children. Notice a chipjack poking out beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The vacant look in her eyes mark her as a BLT junkie, lost between reality and the number of better-than-life virtual constructs. I need money to get back to them. I'm gonna step away now. Alright, go talk to your kiddos, you weirdo. The phone rings. It's an old, obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. Pick up the receiver. Monotone, high-pitched voice begins to speak almost immediately. Contract for this case is no more. Order slave is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secured line into this kiz. Please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are supportive of our case. Let's just listen. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one, you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of this information remotely. Ah, okay. So it's like bonus objectives by the looks of it. Stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for the sought after information. Okay. Let's hang up the receiver. What's this a statue of? Bizarre monument towers before you. Atop a pedestal, the form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park, but the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold, Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears from the artist welded this monument together from various scrap metals and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello, I'm Herbert Konzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? Let's learn about the name. Tribute to Victory. Victory of Anarchy. It is both a citation and parody of the statue we destroyed from some 20 years ago. You may remember it from the history trids of... okay, let's... You know what? I don't really need to know about that. I'm going to run down here. I'm going to try and get around here. Hopefully find somebody that actually sells magic and not just, you know, drugs. We can tip a dancer by the looks of it. Let's toss in 5 Nguyen. It's fine. And, oh, what does David have down here? Let's talk to David. What you got? A pair of round eyes peer at you from under the hood of a grime-smeared winter coat. You recognize him as David, one of the Kruezbasar street kids. You guessed you'd place him in his mid-teens, though it's difficult to tell beneath the grime and acne marring his face. You've seen him following Monica around between runs, chasing her heels like a lost puppy. Seen her... Friday got some bad news. She's dead, isn't she? Yeah. Look, I think I want to be alone right now. That's fair. Don't worry about it, bud. We got some hard times coming. And although we literally only went through a little bit of story time this time, unfortunately we're going to have to call it there for today. And we'll pick it up on Tuesday at our normally scheduled stream time. So if you're watching this on YouTube, which of course you are because it's getting posted to YouTube, feel free to stop by there. Link is down below. And check it out. And until then, see you on Tuesday. Have yourselves an awesome one.